Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Something to Talk About. It's a cold and sunny day. The past day was, but I tell you what, it's better to be cloudy than better to be sunny than cloudy. So thank you guys for joining us tonight. We won't be broadcasting Saturday due to the fact that I'll be on a late honeymoon in the Great Smoky Mountains. So I won't see y'all Saturday. We'll be back next week with Kicking It with the Coach, although Kinsley and Brian will be on the call from Chargers Gymnasium as the Chargers take on Thomasville Prep out of Pensacola, Florida. But I tell you what, welcome to the Cotton Bowl studios here. That's right. We got a new sponsor today, and that's the Cotton Bowl. Miss Kelly Lambert's the owner. You can find them at 435 North Magnolia Street, Suite B in Laurel, Mississippi. The number is 601-342-5188. They've got a whole bunch of stuff you can go in and get your wife, girlfriend, fiance, or whatever. I got something for my wife, and she loved it today. So go by there. Christmas season is fast upon us, so go by there and see them. Also, remember Central Sunbelt Federal Credit Union, Kim's Nissan, Crazy 8 Vapor, Old River Road Deer Processing, Ellisville Florist and Gifts, Citrus Solution Carpet Cleaning. I had Brent come over here to the house on Monday and cleaned it up for us before we leave on our trip. And let me tell you, folks, it was great. I mean, he did a great job. Made the house smelling like oranges. And the Cotton Bowl and Tomley Christmas Tree Farm there in Oak Grove, I tell you what, went by there. They had the letters to Santa Claus. You can send them by there, and Santa will be sure to pick them. They have a special way to get those letters to him faster than the USPS, and I don't even think you have to have a postage. So that's pretty good. They also have a cool thing where you can go in there and get decorations for your tree or wherever. And also they have some great big Christmas trees that you can choose from to put in your house. So it's Christmas season, and also it's deer hunting season. You know, after you gotta find something to really get your hands on. And what better way than to go by Heritage Firearms in Oak Grove. I tell you what, they have got a great selection. I've got the owner with us tonight, and he's going to talk with us, Mr. Tim Lowry. Tim, it's great to have you on the show tonight.
Well, thanks. I appreciate you inviting me.
Great. Now, I went by your store on the other day and gave you a call and said, Tim, you have a great thing going here. I want to have you guys on. Tell me about what you guys specialize in that you can't find at, say, Academy Sports or Walmart.
Well, what we've tried to do is become a store that's just focused just on firearms. We're not selling a lot of other miscellaneous things that you might find at the big box store. We focus on guns, ammunition, scopes, and accessories. And we like to think that maybe our biggest asset is the men that run the store for us. We have 3 members that are all prior military and law enforcement officers. They've got probably a combined over 45 years of expertise in weaponry and just guiding people through the use of handguns and long guns. And time again, people tell us how much they appreciate that because they get nothing like that from the big box stores like Academy. We're locally owned. All the men that work there are all local, and we're trying to build up a big trade with our local customers, and it's turning out extremely well.
Now, you say that, and you say it with pride. You know, I went by there, and Mr. Greg was just outstanding. He helped me, showed me some things. You guys have got a great special going on right now. Christmas is just around the corner, and Santa Claus, he's going to be busy there at Heritage Firearms. Isn't that right?
Oh, yeah. We made the effort just in the last week to bring in some special things, like we've got a whole new group of youth shotguns and youth rifles. We've got some special packages for the ladies where we've combined some Smith & Wesson revolvers along with a nice purse and some accessories to go with it. And then for the men, we've also brought in a whole new group of rifles that include 6.5 Creedmoors and 300 or 308s. So we think we're well stocked and ready to serve people at Christmas.
Awesome. Now, a few of my listeners, they are law enforcement. They're big in military. I've got a buddy of mine that's serving in Dubai right now with the Air Force. I've got a friend of mine that listens that's on the Sheriff's Department. And you guys are officially can deal with the military and police officers out there, correct?
That is correct. We are the local Glock Blue Label dealer, and the law enforcement and military men will know what that means. We basically have a contract with Glock that's a specialty contract that allows us to sell their products to the military, law enforcement, which includes police and sheriff's departments, licensed security guards, other people such as first responders and the fire department. We can sell them their Glocks at a heavily discounted price from what they would get in the commercial market. And we carry a wide range of the Glocks. We get the new ones in frequently. And if someone needs something, we can generally get it for them in not less than 2 or 3 days.
That is great. And looking on here, when I went by there, you guys can specially order something that you guys may not have in stock, and you don't have to wait around for a month for it.
Oh, yeah, that's one of the things we've tried to do. We try to have contracts with the largest distributors around the country. We've got excellent relationships with them, and there's hardly a day goes by that we don't order something special for people that not only we may not have in stock that day, but you're not going to find at Academy or somewhere else. I know just in the last week we've ordered a very expensive SIG-Sauer Rattler AR pistol. We've ordered a couple of Beretta shotguns. We've ordered a Colt AR-2. And we've also ordered several new Glocks in the new models that just came out. You're not going to find any of those guns locally, and we can generally get them for people in 2 or 3 days.
Now, you were also telling me something cool that if somebody, likes a different color or something that you guys can order and special order, a color, if somebody wants an orange or brown, well, they all come in brown, but an orange or a specific color, you guys can try to work with them there too, right?
Sometimes you'll see that, and particularly in the ladies' guns. Some of the manufacturers are coming out with a variety of colors and coatings that are attractive to people. So, yeah, we do have some flexibility there. In your standard guns and your upper-end rifles, some of them are now coming out with some new Cerakote finishes to them in some different colors. So, yeah, we can work with someone on finding something special for them.
Now, tell me, do you guys have anything going on for Black Friday? What's your Black Friday deal?
Our Black Friday deals are mostly going to be around the area of some special guns for youth. We're going to have some ladies' packages, and also we've got a select group of our ARs and rifles marked down and on sale. So if you come in, you're going to get some really good buys this coming weekend.
All right. Now, Tim, I'm going to put you to the test here. Now, we're going to talk a little college football. Now, I understand that your sons played at TCU and Vanderbilt, not both of them at, the same time, but different times in their lives played at those two schools respectively. So I've got 3 games for you that I'm gonna see if you can pick against the spread, okay? And I'm gonna see how you do here. So let's start off with Ole Miss going to Vanderbilt. Now Ole Miss is 5-5. They're 1-5 in the SEC. Vandy is sitting there, close to bowl eligibility. They've got Ole Miss, of course, this week. They're at 4-6 and 1-5 as well. And I think they finish up with Tennessee, if I'm not correct.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, so Vanderbilt is a 2.5-point favorite. Do the Commodores beat Ole Miss?
I'm a little surprised at that spread. I thought Ole Miss actually might have been favored a little bit. But Vanderbilt always plays them extremely well in Nashville. It's on Saturday night. So I'm going to go with Vanderbilt. And by the way, we're season ticket holders at Vanderbilt, and I will be at the game, and also will be at the Tennessee game.
Okay.
I'll go with Vanderbilt.
All right. So Vanderbilt giving up 2.5. Hey, I like your style, Tim. I'm a Bulldog fan myself, but I like the Commodores in this one, so I'm right there with you. Okay, Tim, this is a tough one. I think the Bulldogs are going to do fine in Starkville, but I think it's going to be closer. Arkansas, with the Chad Morris experiment, I don't know what they were thinking. They are sitting at 2-8 right now. They're 0-6 in the SEC. Mississippi State's coming off a tough loss against Alabama. the game should have been closer. A couple of calls that, the referees decided not to give Mississippi State the touchdown. But anyway, they're 6-4, 2-4 in the SEC. Mississippi State's a 21.5-point favorite. Who do you like there?
It's a little bit of a much of a high point spread. I think State will win the game, but I might have to take a chance and go with Arkansas on this because it's so high. You're talking about more than 3 touchdowns. I'll be pulling for State, and I think they'll beat them, but I'm going to go with 21 points in Arkansas.
All right. Now, the game in Hattiesburg, this is the old Dixie rivalry, I believe, something like that. And Southern Miss is a point dog to Louisiana Tech. Now, the Eagles, as they sit there, they don't have a 12th game with the Hurricane Florence that happened earlier in the season. I think it was at Charlotte, maybe. The Golden Eagles are 4-5, 3-3 in CUSA, and they are hosting the 7-3, 5-1 in the CUSA Bulldogs of Louisiana Tech. Now, who do you like here, and what are you thinking here in this one?
What did you say the spread was? How much?
Louisiana Tech favored by 1.
I'm going to go with Southern. I think that Southern's a much better team than people realize. I think they'll play Louisiana Tech close at home, win the game. And by the way, I finished at Southern in 1976, so I'm not going to pull against the Golden Eagles. All
right, well, there you go. So there you have it, folks. Mr. Tim Lowry with promoting the gun shop in Hattiesburg, Heritage Firearms there on Old Highway 11 Road. And talk to us about what time will you guys be open? What are your store hours, and what's a good number they can call the store at?
We're open during the week, Tuesday through Friday, all day from about 8 till 5:30. Saturdays, we're open from normally 7:30 till noon. The Thanksgiving weekend will be open later. And you can catch us at 601-255-5879. 255-5879.
All right. Well, Tim, it was great talking with you. Good to have you on tonight, and look forward to coming by your shop again and seeing all what you guys have.
Good deal. I appreciate your help and promoting us, and tell the public, please come out and see us. We have so many people that come in the store and tell us that they cannot believe how nice our store is the first time they walk in, and they are repeat customers once they come in and see us once.
All right. Well, good deal. Y'all go by and see them there on Old Highway 11 there in Oak Grove. Heritage Firearms. Again, thank you, Mr. Tim, and, have fun at the ball games this weekend.
Good deal. Thanks.
All right. Okay, folks, we'll be back, and we'll take a brief break, and we'll get Kinsley on the phone with us, and we'll start picking some games with him. All right, we'll be right back. Thank you guys for listening. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the